Hey everyone, here's my review for Iron Man 2, the video game. Yeah. If you've been following my videos for a long time, you saw one of my early reviews, which isn't very good. Don't watch it, really. But anyway, I didn't like Iron Man 1 at all. I hated it. I think everybody hated it. Everybody hated it. I'm pretty sure no one liked it. And I was sad-hearted. Whatever. I was just sad that it wasn't good because it's Iron Man. Iron Man could be a freaking great game. It could be an open-world game. You just go around kind of like Incredible Hulk or Spider-Man, where you just go around, you can just screw around, and you're a hotshot, too. You're not like Incredible Hulk or freaking you're not like Bruce Banner or freaking Peter Parker, where you're just pretty much a nerd and a nerd. Yeah, a nerd. Which Tony Stark is kind of a nerd, but a player. So, yeah, it would have been a cool idea. It would have been awesome if you could just roam around as Iron Man, blowing buildings up and fucking killing bad guys and stuff. And the first one sucked. Does the second one suck? Well, it's been a minute, so let's go straight to the story of Iron Man 2. Okay, now, Iron Man 2, the video game, has nothing to do with the movie. I'll just say right now, I didn't see it. I did not see the movie. Don't get me wrong, but it has nothing to do with it. They even said it has nothing to do with it. It's supposed to be based on, like, comic books, just the comics. And with pretty much the movie actors. Well, they look like the movie actors, and they're not the voice of the movie actors. They look like Don Cheadle. One looks like Don Cheadle, one looks like Robert Downey Jr., one looks like Scarlett Johansson, one looks like Samuel L. Jackson. They took those models and pretty much told a story from the comics. Which is a cool idea, except the story is so freaking boring. I wasn't paying attention. There was one guy, he wants to take over the world. Iron Man's like, that's not cool. And, he battles robots and stuff with War Machine, his friend, his amigo. And that's it. There you go. There's the story. It's shitty. I'll just say it right now. It's a fucking terrible story. I could barely even pay attention. I listened to it. Don't get me wrong. I was just like, oh, God, boring. I was like, click. Even though I did listen to it. I didn't click through it. It was just so freaking boring. And then when you die, you have to watch a cutscene again, which you can skip it, don't worry. But, I'm just saying, they just really want you to watch that cutscene, I guess. Anyway, yeah. The story is freaking terrible. Nice way to start off Iron Man 2, right? Well, it gets better, don't worry. Okay, now the sound in Iron Man 2 is fucking atrocious. You know why? Because everything exploding and all the robots and all the freaking blaster sounds, they sound like fucking PS1 sound effects. Congrats. They're terrible. Okay? Everything in this game, all the sound in this game is terrible. The voice acting's pretty bad. You don't have the original cast. You got people it really sounds like they're reading from a script, trying their hardest to be this character, but they're failing so hard. Like, the chick that voices Scarlett Johansson, this is how she reads her lines. I don't have clothes like yours that that blocks bullets. I am acting. I am acting. Yeah, I think she was a robot. Yeah, so voice acting is just awful. The guy who plays Tony Stark, oh god, he's trying too hard. If that is Robert Downey Jr., I'll be surprised. But it doesn't really sound like him. But, in parts it kind of sounds like him, but still the dialogue he's giving is terrible. He's trying to be snarky and stuff. Tony Stark is snark. Snarky. But, he's just failing at it miserably. It's not funny. So, yeah, it sounds terrible overall. Let's go on to the graphics. Oh, boy. Okay, now the graphics of this game is absolute trash. Now, when I saw the trailer for this game, I was like, okay, they're showing me like the Wii version, right? Or, they're showing me a PS2 version? No, they were showing me the 360 version. I don't even know if there's a PS2 or a Wii version, but they're showing me the 360 version because it says 360, blah, 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 PS3, and it was like, what the fuck? That looks terrible. And then I play it on my HD TV, and it looks even worse. Frame rate is terrible. Oh, God, the camera is awful. Character models look like it looks like Damnation all over again, where it looks like mud's just spread all over their face. They look like fucking shithead. I don't know, they look like not shithead, what's his name, from Scooby-Doo. Not shithead, Tarface, or whatever the fuck his name is. Looks fucking terrible. Even Iron Man himself looks terrible because he looks like he's just been his arms. It just looks weird. It looks like he's been formed together like a fucking action figure. You can see his arm. It looks like it's like detachable and stuff, even though it isn't. It doesn't look like a suit. It just looks like some guy made a 3D design of a arm, a foot, a leg, and put it all together while actually mixing it together and make it look like a freaking body. It looks like fucking Gumby a little bit. Well, actually not Gumby. I don't know. It looks like Gumby. Whatever. Fuck it. No, Gumby's too good for this. The graphics are just awful. So, let's get to the most important part of a game, the gameplay. Is the gameplay good? I don't know. Let's go to the gameplay. Okay, now the gameplay in this game, now this is where it picks up. This game has some of the best gameplay out there. A 10 to 15 hour campaign, 2 to 8 player multiplayer. It's just fantastic. Wait, no, I'm thinking of something better. No, this game has a 4 to 5 hour campaign with nothing else to do. No bonus things, no arenas or anything, nothing. No, like, flight things where you fly through rings. Even Superman had that. Superman 64, right? Yeah, it did. This game is about 4 hours long. It's asking you for $60. Remember Terminator Salvation when they did that for that game? Or Wanted Weapons of Fate? Yeah, remember that. Yeah, except the difference is Terminator Salvation was actually tolerable, and freaking Wanted Weapons of Fate was freaking fun. This game, don't scratch all the stuff I just said about the gameplay. That was just a joke. That was sarcastic. No, the gameplay is terrible in this game. Camera sucks, controls suck, flight sucks, shooting sucks. It gets so confusing when you're fighting people. It just goes everywhere. I'm like, where the hell am I? I'm like, it's morphs all together. I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? I'm looking at a Picasso painting. I'm like, what is going on, man? I'd rather look at a Picasso painting moving for the next 3 hours, so it's just confusing the hell out of me. I'd rather take LSD while watching a freaking, I don't know, a David Cronenberg movie. I don't know, David Lynch movie. I don't know, I'm pissed. I'm pissed that they did this to Iron Man. Iron Man's such a great movie series. Iron Man 1, and I'm guessing Iron Man 2 is awesome. It's a great character overall. It's one of my favorite characters out there, and they just fuck it over with this game and these 2 games. At least he's decent in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1, at least. I hate Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, to be honest. Can't stand that game. But, shit. Man, they can't do a good Iron Man alone game. Just Iron Man and maybe War Machine. You know, they can't do that. So, fuck this game. This game's terrible. This game's definitely the worst of this year. Shit, it's one of the worst movie games ever. Okay, ever. Ever. It's not even that, it's just a terrible game. It is a terrible game, don't get me wrong. It's just as bad as the Iron Man 1. So you're probably going, okay, so how is it worse than Iron Man 1? Iron Man 1 came out 2 years ago. They had 2 years to do something else, except they made things worse. Sure, they made some things better, like you get to play as War Machine, which is a little better, a little more tolerable, because you can just float there and blow shit up more, because War Machine does that more. But, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Fuck it. Fuck it. 2 years, they could made an awesome game like Wolverine, or Origins Wolverine, whatever the fuck it was called. That game was good. Really good. This game sucks. Really sucks. So, yeah. Fuck this game. I'm done. Yep. Go check the description for the full review. I'm done. Fuck Iron Man.